Alright, hello everyone, this is Starman, and welcome to the first chapter of Let's Play The Secret of Monkey Island Special Edition. Now, the Monkey Island games, as I mentioned in my Let's Play for the third game, Curse of Monkey Island, is one of my favorite adventure game series of all time. It's also one of the most influential and noteworthy of all time. And a couple years back, they put out a special edition of the first two Monkey Island games with better animation and full voice acting. Personally, I like the voice acting because they brought back most of the original voice actors from the third and fourth and Tales of Monkey Island games. I'm not too crazy about the art style, and I wish they'd given you some option to be able to get the old animation with the new voices, which unfortunately you have to pick one or the other. It's either you play the old version or you play the new version with the sound and the new art. But I'll jump through a couple of different places because it does give you a neat option where you can switch between them as you're playing. In fact, you get an achievement for doing so. But I could talk about this game for a while, but I think it'll be more interesting if I do that as we're playing the game. So let's go ahead and get started. There's the old view. Deep in the Caribbean. The island of Melee. Yeah. Switch to widescreen and better animation just like that. But yeah, this is one of the great early LucasArts adventure games. If I recall correctly, I believe this was the fifth game that they put out after the original Maniac Mansion, Zack McCracken and the Alien Mindbenders, Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, and Loom. Love the theme song. You can't see it, but I'm totally dancing in my chair right now. My little awkward white guy dancing a reggae dance. But yeah, this is probably the greatest game Ron Gilbert ever made, in my humble opinion. And one of the best adventure games ever, but let us go on.
Hi, my name's Guybrush Threepwood, and I want to be a pirate.
Yikes! Don't sneak up on me like that.
I'm over this way.
Ah, well then, Thriftweed.
Threepwood. Guybrush Threepwood.
I see. So, you want to be a pirate, eh? You look more like a flooring inspector. But if you're serious about pirating, go talk to the pirate leaders. You'll find them in the scum bar.
Gosh, thanks. I'll do that. Bye now. I'm off to seek my fortune.
Good luck!
Where did you say those pirate leaders were?
The scum bar.
Right. Thanks.
Alright, so here we are in the town of Melee, on the island of Melee. And it automatically walked us all the way down here. Now they've changed the interface a little bit for the special edition as well. Instead of having the usual list of options along the bottom, they have brought up something like what they did with, well, it's not exactly like what they did with Curse of Monkey Island, but they do have this little icon thing. So we have the foot for walking as the default, and then we can highlight an object and then right click to do an automatic, the preferred option, in this case, look at the poster.
Re-elect Governor Marley. When there's only one candidate, there's only one choice.
And yeah, reading that brings to mind the other major problem I had with this remake, which is that when this game was designed, voice acting was still a pipe dream for the most part for PC adventure games. So all of the dialogue was written with the understanding that you would be reading it. And the problem with the voice acting on this is that they stuck entirely to the script, which means that you'll have a lot of long bits that take some time to listen to that you can read much more quickly. So there are a couple of bits of this remake that drag a little because of all of the long-winded conversations that were originally meant to be read in about 20 seconds that take about a minute to read. But thankfully they're still hilarious, and the voice acting is top-notch. But it took us a while to go through that description there. And just to show you what the graphics looked like originally, I thought that was the keystroke to do that. Let's see, help and options, controls. And another thing is that they added a hint system into this one, which I wound up spending a few bits of my allowance trying to get hints off the old LucasArts helpline back in the day. But yeah, we can switch, change the subtitle speed in the classic mode. And yeah, here we go. The key to switch between versions is F10. So here we are with the classic VGA version, and we've got most of our screen reduced, and we now have options for give, open, close, pick up, look at, talk to, push, pull, and use. And we'll go ahead and switch back to our fancy view. And we got a ship's wheel for use now. Nice view of the moon back there. But thankfully, finding the scum bar is easy enough, and a little bit of a joke here for the old school LucasArts fan. Scum was the name that they gave to the programming language that they used to program the old LucasArts game. So having the scum bar here, a bit of a nod to that. So, into the bar. And just to show you what it originally looked like, but the music has always been catchy and top-notch on this, but I'm going to change the sound balance a little bit because the sound effects are a little loud for my liking, at least compared to the music and then dialogue. So options, video options. I said audio options, and yeah, I thought I'd pared this down a little bit before. We'll go ahead and turn the music down a bit. Okay. That's a little quiet, actually. Okay. We'll try that for a bit, see how that works. Yeah, I think that's pretty good.
I don't think it's wise to wake a sleeping pirate. I don't think it's wise to wake a sleeping pirate. I don't think it's wise to wake a sleeping pirate.
Well, I was trying to just look at him, but alright.
Ahoy there, stranger. New in town?
My name's Guybrush Threepwood. I'm new in town.
Guybrush Threepwood? That's the stupidest name I've ever heard.
And just give you an idea about what this guy looked like originally. Yeah, much more stylized in the new version.
I don't know, I kind of like Guybrush.
But it's not even a name.
Yeah, fun little bit of trivia. The reason why Guybrush Threepwood got his name is that when they were originally designing this game, they didn't have a name for the character when they designed him and started the programming. So about midway through the process, they were crafting the various little image files for different characters, and all the files had the extension brush, period BRUSH. So they just called the main character guy.brush. And then somewhere along the line, somebody said, let's just use that as the name. It sounds suitably medieval-ish. Well, not medieval-ish. Golden Age of pirate-ish. Anyway.
Well, what's your name?
My name is Mancomb Seepgood. So, what brings you to Melee Island, anyway?
Note to the trademark on Melee Island.
I want to be a pirate.
Oh, really? You should go talk to the important-looking pirates in the next room. They're pretty much in charge around here. They can tell you where to go and what to do.
Where can I find the governor?
Governor Marley. Her mansion is on the other side of town. But pirates aren't as welcome around her place as they used to be.
Why not?
Well, the last time she had a pirate over for dinner, he fell in love with her. It's made things rather uncomfortable for everybody.
How's that?
Well, there's a whole big story about what happened next, but I don't believe a word of it. Esteban, over there at the other table, might tell you about it. He takes the whole thing seriously. Very seriously. Uh-oh, look like my grog is going flat, so you'll have to excuse me. Nice talking to you. Have fun on Melee Island.
And that is the last we will be able to talk to Mancomb Seepgood.
I don't want to come between a pirate and his grog.
What are you looking at me for?
And just so we can see this guy a little bit better, because it's a little hard to see the text on this one. Yeah, a little bit more realistic, oddly enough.
I'd like to introduce myself. My name's Guybrush.
Yeah? So what?
Who's this pirate that's bugging the governor?
LeChuck. He's the guy that went to the governor's for dinner and never wanted to leave. He fell for her in a big way, but she told him to drop dead. So he did, and then things really got ugly.
You really can't read the subtitles too well in the special edition either.
What's so scary about this LeChuck guy?
LeChuck was a fearsome pirate. He tried to impress the governor by sailing off to find the secret of Monkey Island. But a
TM.
mysterious storm came up and sank his ship, leaving no survivors. We thought that that was the end of the fearsome pirate, LeChuck. We were wrong.
What happened then?
He still sails the waters between here and Monkey Island. His ghost ship is an unholy terror upon the sea. That is why we are all in here and not out pirating.
Excuse me, but I'm looking for the dartboard.
Dartboard? We don't have one anymore. There was a horrible accident. Drinking and darts don't mix.
Boltish.
Where can I get a drink?
A drink? You could wait for the cook to notice you. But that could take all day. Just find a mug and sneak into the kitchen. That is what we all do. Look, this whole LeChuck thing has me pretty shaken up, so, if you don't mind.
And in fact, we are going to have to sneak into the kitchen, and that is how we're going to do it.
I think they're busy.
Aye.
And yeah, this is another reference gag to Loom, another great classic adventure game from LucasArts. And just to show you this bloke. This is a bit more obvious in the classic version because they use the same animation for this guy, but this fellow is Cobb. He was a torturer in Loom, and it's never made clear exactly what happened to him. And on the odd chance I ever do a Let's Play of Loom, I won't spoil it, but it's kind of suggested that he winds up in another dimension, maybe. So, yeah, here's Cobb. Same animation from Loom, only wearing a doofy hat and a button. So.
Eye yourself.
Aye.
Nice hat.
Aye.
So, tell me about Loom.
You mean the latest masterpiece of fantasy storytelling from Lucasfilm's Brian Moriarty? Why, it's an extraordinary adventure with an interface of magic. Stunning, high-resolution 3D landscape.
And in the classic version, they have advertisement at the bottom of the screen because LucasArts and Sierra both did this, but LucasArts was a bit more subtle about it. And you can pause the game in the classic one, but it used to be that if you tried to skip this in the classic game, he'd launch into another speech. Unfortunately, it doesn't do that in the special edition.
Jeez, what an obvious sales pitch.
Sorry, but on some topics I just get carried away.
Nice talking to you.
Aye.
And then we have this dog. And yeah, the original game, we don't get the close-up.
Woof.
Woof. Mini Island. Woof, woof. LeChuck.
Woof, LeChuck?
Woof, 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 Chuck. Monkey Island.
And yes, that has absolutely nothing to do with any of this. But you can talk to practically everyone in this place. And those are, of course, the very important looking pirates.
Cozy.
Hey! You can't come back here!
So yeah, we have to wait until the cook comes out to sneak back there. And we can't wait to do while he's in the room, but we can run in there very quickly now.
It's some sort of meat or meat-like substance. It's some sort of meat or meat-like substance. It's some sort of meat or meat-like substance.
Okay, and I thought it would just automatically let me grab it.
Someone cooked a head cheese in this.
Okay, well actually let's just check the options real quick. And okay, yeah, hit V to bring up the verb menu. So you can pick up the hunk of meat.
I think it's full of that foul stuff pirates drink.
Grog!
I don't see anything special about it. It's boiling hot.
And the seagull here is another reference to Loom, because there is a seagull that you have to deal with in that game as well. And I have now picked up that fish.
It's some sort of meat or meat-like substance. I think it's a herring.
Huh, a red herring. Alright, well, we think we've grabbed everything we can in there, so let's talk to the pirates.
What be ye wanting, boy?
I want to be a fireman.
I'll get lost, boy. You bother us.
Alright.
What be ye wanting, boy?
I want to be a fireman.
What the?
I'll get lost, boy. You bother us.
Okay, I was trying to,
What be ye wanting, boy?
Yeah, I was trying to hit the number key to select an option, but it was apparently what I had highlighted, so...
I want to be a fireman.
I'll get lost, boy. You bother us.
Okay, come on.
What be ye wanting, boy?
Alright.
I want to be a pirate.
Finally!
So what?
Why bother us? Hey, don't forget we're short on help because of this whole LeChuck thing.
So?
So, no pirates means no swag, and no swag means no grog, and we're getting dangerously low on grog.
Do you have any special skills?
I can hold my breath for 10 minutes.
Plot point.
Well, all right. But you don't become a pirate just by asking.
You'll have to go through the 3 trials.
What 3 trials are those?
There are 3 trials every pirate must pass.
You must master the sword.
And the art of thievery. And the quest. The what? Treasure hunting, you sea urchin. Right. You must prove yourself in each of these 3 areas. Swordplay, thievery, and treasure huntery. Then return with proof that you've done it.
And then you must drink grog with us.
Grog!
Alright, well, just for the heck of it.
What's in that grog stuff anyway?
Grog is a secret mixture which contains one or more of the following:
Kerosene,
propylene glycol, artificial sweeteners,
sulfuric acid,
rum, acetone,
red dye number 2,
scum, axle grease,
battery acid.
and or pepperoni. As you can probably imagine, it's one of the most caustic, volatile substances known to man.
Arr.
The stuff eats right through these mugs, and the cook is losing a fortune replacing them.
You're a bunch of foul-smelling, grog-swilling pigs.
To be a pirate, you must also be a foul-smelling, grog-swilling pig.
Yeah. And for the record, grog is mostly watered-down rum.
Tell me more about mastering the sword.
First, get ye a sword. You must seek out and defeat the sword master. Someone in town can probably direct you.
Nudge,
Oh.
nudge.
You want to find somebody to train you first.
Imagine trying to take on the sword master without any training.
Well, you actually can do it. And just for the heck of it, I think we'll try it.
Tell me more about mastering the art of thievery.
We want you to procure a small item for us.
The idol of many hands.
In the governor's mansion. The governor keeps the idol of many hands in a display case in the mansion outside of town.
You'll have to get past the guards, naturally.
The tricky part will be getting past the dogs outside.
Aye, they're a particularly vicious breed. They might be able to drug him or something.
And treasure hunting.
Tell me more about treasure hunting.
Legend has it that there's a treasure buried here on the island.
All you must do is find the legendary lost treasure of Melee Island and bring it back here.
Should I have a map or something?
Well, you can hardly expect to find a treasure without a map.
And don't forget, X marks the spot.
All right, well.
I'll just be running along now.
Leave us to our grog.
Come back later and tell us how you're doing.
Right, well, before we do much else, we're going to need to get our hands on some money, because unfortunately, a pot, a fish, and some meat-like substance is not going to get us very far.
Meanwhile, deep beneath Monkey Island, the ghost pirate LeChuck ship lies anchored in a river of lava.
Captain LeChuck, sir.
There's nothing like the hot winds of hell blowing in your face.
No, sir. Nothing like it. Sir,
It's days like this that make you glad to be dead.
Oh, yes, sir. Glad to be dead.
You are glad to be dead, right?
Oh, yes, sir. I feel so lucky that you happened to capture my ship, then murdered me and everyone on board. Yes, sir. Lucky.
Glad to hear it. Now, what was it you disturbed me for?
Yes, sir. Well, you see, we might have a problem on Melee Island.
Problem? What possible problem could there be? I've got those sissy pirates so scared of the sea, they're afraid to take a bath.
Not that they bathed much
Well,
before, mind you.
There seems to be a new pirate in town. Actually, he's a pirate wannabe. Young, inexperienced, probably nothing to worry about. Don't know why I bothered you with it. I'll have him taken care of myself.
Wait! I'll handle this personally. My plans are too important to be messed up by amateurs.
Yes, sir.
Now, we don't get much of a direction starting out, obviously, but we do have total freedom to walk around.
I don't see anything special about it.
Let's go ahead and talk to the lookout again.
I heard there was going to be a weenie roast here.
Yikes! Oh, you almost scared me to death. I thought you were a... Oh, never mind. What did you say your name was again?
I'm not too sure about the voice acting credits on this, but that sounds a lot like the Ice King from Adventure Time. Wonder if Tom Kenny was in this. I'll have to look that up later, but
Call me Squinky.
Okay, Squinky.
and just to let you know what this scene looked like before.
I'm over this way?
Huh? Oh.
Yeah, if you don't correct him, he'll be talking to the player.
Who are you?
I'm the lookout of Melee Island.
TM.
I watch the ocean for approaching storms and ships and report them directly to the governor. She doesn't like unexpected visitors, especially not now.
Why is the governor worried about unexpected visitors?
Actually, it's the expected visitors we're worried about. One pirate captain in particular. A dead one, but that doesn't make him any less dangerous.
How did you get to be the lookout when you're obviously blind as a bat?
Watch your tongue. I was handpicked by Sheriff Shinetop.
Sheriff Shinetop, eh?
I'll just be off to seek my fortune now.
Good luck.
So here's a path. Alright, so we can see a couple of lit up places. We got lights, a clearing, sunlight there in the middle of the forest, an island and a shore, and a house, and a fork in the road right there. Which we'll go ahead and check that out since it's the first place.
My, what an unusually bright yellow they are.
And we'll go ahead and pick these up. Now, of course, the forest here is a maze, and it's kind of tricky to...
I'm not going into this maze-like forest without a map or a guide or something.
Where's your spirit of adventure? Okay, so we can't get lost in there yet. So we can go ahead and check out this clearing. And it appears that, well, there's some kind of a circus here on this island full of pirates.
I think there's something going on in there.
Yeah, and in case you did not watch my playthrough of the third Monkey Island game, the world of Monkey Island is rife with anachronisms, and there's a reason for that, which I shan't spoil. But, well, yeah, let's press on.
I get in the cannon, but the gunpowder makes me sneeze.
Well, I can't do it. I hurt my hand taming the lions last week.
I hardly think that little scratch compares to my chronic allergy. You get in the cannon.
You don't have any allergies, you faker. You get in the cannon.
No, you get in the cannon.
No, you get in the cannon.
Slacker.
Loser.
Ruffian.
Flop.
Weasel.
Weevil.
And this will continue for a bit.
Minute head.
And
Pencil head.
the line about I'm
Half
selling
head.
these fine jackets is a
Cheese
throwback to the
Hobby.
Indiana Jones and the
Just to get in the
Last
cannon.
Crusade adventure game
No,
where
you get in
you
the
could
cannon.
sneak past Nazi guards
No,
by pretending
you
to
get
be
in the
a
cannon.
leather jacket salesman.
Ah, your mama
Anyway.
wears combat slippers. Say there, son, how'd you like the chance
A once-in-a-lifetime chance.
to perform an amazing feat?
A death-defying feat.
Well, not so death-defying, really.
Dangerous feat.
No, not dangerous at all,
An easy feat.
but exciting,
With the amazing
adventurous, acrobatic,
and exceedingly well-known
fabulous, flying.
Perugini brothers.
That's us,
My brother Alfredo.
and my brother Bill.
Sound good?
Good.
It's very simple, really.
See that cannon over there? All you have to do,
Is get in the cannon,
and we'll shoot you out of it.
across the room.
Quite safe, actually.
So, what do you say?
How much will you pay me?
How about 478 pieces of 8?
Okay, sounds good.
Have you got a helmet?
No, I don't have a helmet. Will I need one?
No helmet?
Oh, you've got to have a helmet.
Can't do the cannon trick without a helmet.
No, siree.
Go get a helmet and then we can do the trick.
Well, we do just happen to have something that could be
Weasel.
used as a helmet.
Weevil,
Miscreant.
Toady,
I'm selling these
Hello again.
ready to do the cannon trick?
Have you got a helmet?
Yeah, these guys talk so quickly that in that instant that they're cut off the sound file of what we were supposed to hear Guybrush say.
Of course I have a helmet. What sort of idiot do you take me for?
Well, let's have it.
We want to be sure.
That it's safe.
Wouldn't want you hurt.
No, siree.
Alright, well, we don't have a helmet, but we do have this pot for making head
Someone cooked
cheese.
the head cheese in this.
Ah, that will work as a helmet.
Now we can do the trick.
Step right over here, son.
Now, put on your helmet,
And get in the cannon.
and we'll take care of the rest.
Echo!
Don't try us at home, kids.
It works!
Oh, I'm so relieved.
Hey!
Are you okay?
And of course, our answers are upside down. And the I'm Bob and are you my mother line is another reference to Loom.
Where's my helmet?
Is alright!
Hooray! We are spared an embarrassing and financially debilitating lawsuit.
Here is your money, sir.
Just a recompense for aiding us.
The basic theory is fine.
We just need to change the aim a bit.
I'll try it next.
No, I'll do it next.
No, me!
Not me!
Slacker!
Loser!
Ruffian!
Fop!
And yeah, that is the last that we need to deal with the fabulous flying fettuccine brothers.
Those crazy spaghetti brothers are still in there.
Yeah, we're not going to mess with them anymore. But hey, we got what we needed, a reasonable amount of spending money. Well, there's a little dead-end pathway here that doesn't really go anywhere. Except for later on. And there's a bridge. Which we'll go ahead and...
Stop! You must pay a toll.
Stand aside, troll. I'm a mighty pirate.
You're no pirate. While the town drunk could out insult you on his back. And probably would.
I can out insult anybody, you brainless clay doppelganger.
I once owned a dog that was smarter than you. Take that and stick it in your repertoire.
Actually, he did just give us a very helpful little tool.
None shall pass.
Because
None shall pass.
the sword duels in this game are settled
None.
through insults. So they're a bit more like rap duels than they are sword fights. But then again, there used to be actual insult duels back in the day. So this game is oddly more historically accurate in that regard than you'd think.
You can't pass until you pay the toll.
How much is the toll?
Well, what have you got?
30 pieces of 8, some of my rancid meat. None of consequence.
Nothing of consequence.
I want something that'll attract attention, but have no real importance.
Construction paper jockey shorts, a monkey leash with 3 collars, a rubber chicken with a pulley in the middle, my old moss-covered 3-handled family credenza. I'm going to say that one just for the Cat in the Hat cartoon reference.
My old moss-covered 3-handled family credenza?
Don't be silly. You have 3 chances to give me what I want. Then I eat ya.
Well then,
I have 478 pieces of 8.
None shall pass.
let's try giving him the money.
You dare offend me with such a paltry amount. None shall pass.
Alright, let's see if maybe the meat.
None
That's
shall
pretty useless.
pass.
but it's not what I want.
Okay. Let us give him our pretty flowers.
None
That's
shall
pretty
pass,
useless.
but it's not what I want.
Well, that was our third chance, but he's not eating
You
us.
can't pass until you pay the toll.
Shouldn't you have eaten me by now?
I'm not hungry.
No good reason.
None shall pass.
Well, in fact, something that attracts attention but has no real value?
None shall pass.
A red herring.
Ah, a red herring. Pass.
So yes, we can now go pass him. And little gag there, that's supposed to be George Lucas in the troll suit. So we're now free to move down the rest of the pathway here. But we're not going to stop at any place just yet because we need to go on a bit of a shopping spree first. And the place to do that is down in the village. So here's the path to the city proper.
I don't see anything special about it.
And neat little gag here, you can use the doors here to sneak around.
10 o'clock. Ye old rubber chicken with a pulley in the middle shop. Serving your rubber chicken with a pulley in the middle needs for over 50 years.
Yeah, weirdly enough, the new art style makes it a little harder to pick out objects, strangely enough. So the sign is a little more obvious there. Still 10 o'clock.
Seems like it's always 10 o'clock on this island.
In fact, it is.
Excuse me, but do you have a cousin named Sven?
Some sort of a code.
No, but I once had a barber named Dominique.
Close enough. Let's talk business. You want to buy a map to the legendary lost treasure of Melee Island?
As a matter of fact, I do.
Only one in existence. Rare. Very rare. Only 100 pieces of 8.
Hey, I have 100 pieces of 8.
I'll take it. It'll make a swell gift.
There you go. You made a wise decision. Now get lost.
Alright, well, let us look at this map.
I think I've been had. This is no map. It looks like dancing lessons.
And it says, do the monkey. Back 2, 3, 4. Left 2, 3, 4. Right 2, 3, 4. Left 2, 3, 4. Right 2, 3, 4. Back 2, 3, 4. And right 2, 3, 4. Left 2, 3, 4. Back cha-cha-cha. Well, in fact, this is a map. But how we use it requires a bit of thinking in a adventure gamey tradition. And men of normal fiber, pirates.
Hey, don't mess with my rat. I said don't pester the rat.
Now, we don't actually need to talk to these guys, but we get some fun talk out of them.
Hey, nice rat.
Do you like rats?
Yes, especially in a light wine sauce.
Get away!
I apologize for what I said about rats.
They're very intelligent creatures. More intelligent than him. Why, there's a story around these parts that a bunch of rats actually crewed a ship here from fabled Monkey Island.
No, that's not right. It was actually a group of monkeys.
That's amazing.
But true. When they arrived, they sold the ship for a pretty penny. Only time I've seen anyone get the better of old Stan in a deal.
I thought it was rats.
Do you guys know the sneaky-looking man on the opposite corner?
Saw you buying a map from that fellow over there.
Have you looked at it yet?
Matter of fact, I have.
Perhaps you should consider an alternate source. Our maps are top quality, not like the bird-caged liners you get from that clown across the street. No, just kidding. These are actually copies of the minutes of the last meeting of the Melee Island PTA. Can't even give them away. Want one?
And we can actually get a little bit clever on this.
No, but I'll take one if you give me 2 pieces of 8.
Okay, that's fair.
You can actually use this trick to get the money you need to solve one of the puzzles if you don't go and see the Fettuccine Brothers first. But since we did, we've now got 480 pieces of 8.
Say, are you guys pirates?
No, we're a wandering circus troupe.
But this rat scared away the elephant.
We are but poor lost circus performers.
Of course we're pirates. You can't buy clothes like these off the rack.
What do you want?
What's in the keg?
Rum.
Jam.
Jam.
Rum. Rum and jam. It's an old pirate favorite. Everybody knows that.
I'll just be running along now.
I'm not gonna warn you again. Leave the rat alone! Hey, man! Frank, make him quit it! Oh, now look what you did!
I'm really interested in this pirating thing.
What do you want?
Nothing. See you later.
No. Yeah, a bit of weird glitchy controls on the
I'm really interested in this pirating thing.
on hitting the number keys
What do you want?
as conversation options.
Nothing. See you later. I'm really interested in this pirating thing.
What do you want?
How come you're on this street corner and not on a ship, looting, pillaging, sacking, that sort of thing?
Well, pirating hasn't been panning out so well for us.
There are some unnaturally talented pirates in the area right now.
Operating out of Monkey Island.
So we've been pursuing alternate means of self-support. We're trying to start up a circus.
It was working out well, until the rat scared off the elephant.
And now some jerk scared off the rat.
Now you've depressed us. Go home.
Alright, well that's all we're gonna get out of them. Walk down a dark alley? Why, sure.
Hello? Anybody in here? Hello?
You know, bad things could happen to a person in a dark, deserted alley like this one. And at this time of night, nobody would be around to see it.
Oh, really? That's interesting. Well, see ya.
Now, why are you in such a hurry? I'd better get your name.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood, and I'm new in town.
Listen, Peepwood.
Threepwood. Guybrush Threepwood.
Well, whatever your name is, listen. I'm the sheriff around here. Sheriff Fester Shinetop. Take it from me. This is a bad time to be visiting Melee Island. A very bad time. My advice to you is to find somewhere else to take your vacation. Somewhere safer.
Boy, I feel much better knowing there's an officer of the law around.
I don't know why. I mean, we're supposed to be a fearsome pirate. I feel better without some kind of lawman around here.
Oh, a circus! I love a circus!
And we can't actually do anything with that door. Alright, let's go.
Ahoy there, fancy pants.
So yes, this is in fact a shop of wonders.
Slashmaster, when you want a sword as sharp as your wit.
Let's go, fancy pants. Did you just come in here to get out of the cold, or do you actually need something?
And again, as I know before, the artwork is nice, but it's a little hard to pick out the objects that you can do stuff with. Digmaster, the only shovel for serious treasure hunting enthusiasts. Alright, so now we've got ourselves a sword and a shovel. Suitable for digging up treasure and sword fighting.
What do you want?
About this sword.
Yeah, what about it?
I want it.
Great. Best 100 pieces of 8 you ever spent. What else do you want?
About this shovel.
About this shovel.
Yeah, what about it?
I want it.
Great. Oh, it'll pay for itself, believe me. Yeah, you'll dig up 75 pieces of 8 in no time. But hey, save some treasure for the rest of us, would you? What else do you want?
Well, I'm looking for the Swordmaster of Melee Island.
I'm looking for the Swordmaster of Melee Island.
The Swordmaster of Melee Island? Now, I don't know. See, nobody knows the whereabouts of her secret hideout. Nobody except me. I'd have to go and ask her if it's okay to show you the way.
I want you
I guess I could
show
hike
me
all
the
over
way.
there. Once. Be right back. And don't touch anything!
Of course, if you do try and steal anything from here, he will notice. And we do, of course, get this sneaky music for following. And of course, once we're here, we see him disappear into the fork in the road. So now it's just a matter of mirroring his movements. And of course we have to...
Danger! Open ravine. Danger! Open ravine.
Not so open.
I better just stay back here and eavesdrop.
Hello again, Carla.
I thought I told you to get lost.
Actually, I'm here on business. This kid come into my store, see?
Face it, you crusty old lech. You'd make any excuse just to come out here and bother me.
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, cut it out. I'm sick of it. Take a hike and don't come out here again. Someone might follow you, and then I'd become another Melee Island tourist attraction.
Hey, it's your loss, baby.
Yeah, right. Now scram.
The weird thing is, it seems like she's dancing out there in this version, but she's just standing put here.
How dare you approach the Swordmaster without permission, which I surely didn't give you.
I beg your pardon. I must talk to you.
I doubt that. Everyone who comes here is prepared to fight. Let's be honest. You're here to prove yourself to the pirate leaders in hopes of one day being as immoral as they are.
Yep. Nailed it right on the head. Gee, you're smart.
What was your final grade in Captain Smirk's sword fighting class?
Grade? Class?
You mean you came here to take on the Swordmaster of Melee Island, possibly the greatest sword fighter in the entire Caribbean, without a single lesson in the art of fencing?
Yep.
Yep.
How did you expect to defend yourself?
Gee, I don't know.
I see. Obviously not with your razor-sharp wit. I'd advise you to seek out Captain Smirks and get some real training. It would hardly be ethical, sporting, or even interesting to fight someone as unskilled as yourself. So beat it.
All right. So we need to get some training before we can even think about fighting her. But hey, we were clever enough to get over here. That's something. And this strikes me as being a good point to stop for now. So thank you for tuning in, and next time we will continue our quest to become a real pirate. I'll see you then.